the sound. It's delineated. I waited at the station for an hour, but I won't make it. You take off on an updraft by each hour, and you overtake it. Every moment I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. Oh, I can't tell you why. Why you have to stay here on the ground? It's overrated. The cityscape parades you with a sound. It's delineated. No one here has even learned your name, but they all claim that they saw you land and land to do the same, but they won't make it. Every moment I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. Tell me there's an issue. I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Or maybe can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. Why do I have to stay here on the ground? It's overrated. The cityscape escapes you with a sound. It's delineated. I waited at the station for an hour, but I won't make it. You take off on an updraft by each hour, and you overtake it. Every moment I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. Oh, I can't tell you why. Why you have to stay here on the ground? It's overrated. The cityscape parades you with a sound. It's delineated. No one here has even learned your name, but they all claim that they saw you land and land to do the same, but they won't make it. Every moment I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why.
really wish I had a different way to start this stream, but like I feel like my life will just not stop moving for 5 minutes. Hi. Sorry, I'm answering a text message. Ugh. My life will not stop moving for 5 minutes. I have had so much happen over the last 3 weeks, and I like abandoned streaming for it, and I feel awful. But I need to get on it and be like, okay, after stream, I am making a schedule. Like, it is, like, I have to. I have to make a schedule for streaming, or I am not going to be streaming. I have to be on it, because we had certain games that we were playing earlier this year that have been completely pushed off to the side since I traveled and went back to school, and so like we need to revisit those games, and then all I feel like I've been playing is Animal Crossing because it's all I have the energy for at this point. And so I just I'm so tired. It'll be okay though. Figuring it out. Things are happening, I guess. But welcome! You're gonna notice that the island looks really different now. Anytime when I'm not constantly drowning in responsibilities outside of streaming, I have been playing with my mom, and I have been terraforming and redoing my island, like a lot, and so like, it's not done, obviously. Like, it's not done yet. This. Here. But actually, so we actually have a goal today. We're going to be working on the bottom half of the neighborhood, which is now over here. Our new shopping area, which I need to put. So a lot of this doesn't have any Yes, a bunch of my villagers have also switched out. This is our new villager lineup. I have more wolves than I intended, so do with that information with which you will. I did not intend to have 4 wolves on my island, but it just kind of worked out that way. We've got Marshall, Audie, Freya, Coco, Raymond, Guy, Shino, Ione, Fang, and Meringue. Those are our villagers for now. But, so this is the part of the neighborhood that we're going to be working on today. I did a little bit of pre-work, as you can see here, just to kind of like help myself with some spacing, but... Oh, Raymond has decided he wants to be amongst the trees. Where did he go? Oh, take these. But, these trees need to move. The issue is just I don't have where I'm going to put them set up right now, which is why they're here. So we have to find another spot on the island to scooch them to for a minute. But these spaces will end up looking like this. Once they're done, they'll end up looking these little houses here. Put in a new bridge over here and a storage shed because I kept putting stuff away. These are the 3 houses that need to be moved into the new area of the neighborhood, so I need to take out a lot of these fences and the decorations because those are no longer going to be used over here. This area is going to be moved into something else. Along with this stuff over here needs to be moved as well. But the upper part of the neighborhood, when I go down here, so let's pretend I walked across the bridge just now. The upper part of the neighborhood is more houses over here. Here's Fang's house. I have all of my boys here in a row, even though Meringue is hanging out in Raymond's flowers. So this is Raymond's house here. We've got Marshall's house here, and then this is Fang's house here. Because I only have 3 boys in the lineup. I only have my 1, 2, 3 boys, so I just put them all in a row. I didn't intend to have so few male villagers. It just kind of ended up that way. It was not intentional. So like this one is Ione's house, and then this one is Meringue's house. I decided to put specialty villagers up here. And then these ones, this is Coco's house, and this is Shino's house. I put these 2 together because they're kind of like cultural, or like they're kind of like the cultural 2. And then these 3 spaces, these 1, 2, 3 plots are going to be used for my remaining 3 wolf girls. They're all going to be neighbors. I have to figure out what order I'm going to put them in though. Because I have, like... Okay, so I have Sky, Audie, and Freya for my 3 wolf girls. But I don't know, like, what order I'm gonna put them in. I'm thinking I'll put Sky on one end, Freya in the center, and then Audie on the other end, but I don't know, like, where yet. We'll figure that out. I'm pretty sure that I want Freya in the middle, though. And then up here, past the neighborhood, is a bunch of empty space because I haven't finished it yet. My house hasn't moved. My house is still over here because I haven't had a chance to really decide where my house is gonna go. So my house is still kind of hanging out up here for the moment. The flower situation is a little out of hand. Like, maybe a little, like, really super out of hand. I was trying really hard to get a blue rose, and it just wasn't working out. So I gave up and started terraforming the island. I'll get a blue rose eventually. And I have all these pansies that have been slowly creeping up on all of my stuff. And then our garden up there is still going. But so the second floor, I guess, of the island is still, like, in the works or so. Because I've mostly been doing these neighborhoods. Oh, and then we also have, this is our clothing shop, which doesn't have any of its decorations because I haven't had any time to actually decorate anything. I have only been putting things into the spots that I'll get that later. I've only been putting things into the spots that they need to go, and then our campsite got moved over here as well, and I need to put down some decorations. I'm gonna put a waterfall in over here. But that's everything that's changed. This is going to be an amusement park area over here. This, like, everything here that is in the gray. This is going to be an amusement park. But I haven't yet decided if I want to do specialty tiles on the brick. Like, I haven't decided if I want to make all the tiles white. Like, because I have this, like, white brick that I really liked, which you saw earlier in the neighborhood. I really liked it. The problem is that I just don't know if it's gonna, like, look any good, I guess. Oh, she wants me to deliver a present for Coco. Yes, I can deliver a present for Coco for you. But yeah, that's what the island's looking like right now. It's still working. Although, anytime they ask me to, like, deliver a present, they're always, like, in their house. Coco should still be home. I also like that with moving all the houses, I, like, remember where everybody's houses are now, so I can find them easier, instead of having to check every single house. What you doing? Chat? I already know how to make a pea chat, but I'll send that recipe to Mom. Also, she started calling me Lollipop, which is super cute. I have a present for you. I don't know. I want to know what it is. Shirt with a striped vest. I can't see it. I don't know. I think it looks good. If I don't like it, I can always tell Isabel later. I'm, like, not actually sure that she'll end up wearing it because it's not in her favorite color. Or if she does wear it, she, like, will probably wear it kind of rarely. Okay, I can... If I end up deciding I don't like it, I can get rid of it later. Or I can give her a gift and be like, hey, you should wear this instead. Audie should still be in the... Yes. Audie! You all have sticks! The island's not that gross. I heard a rumor that apparently, like, your villagers will start wandering around with bundles of sticks if they think that the island is, like, really super messy. But, like, it's not that messy. Not that messy. It's got like a bunch of flowers and stuff everywhere, but it's not that messy. It's just because I've got all the wildflowers up top. And sticks. I have like a million sticks everywhere. Maybe that's what they're complaining about. Okay. Let's head down to right here. I think the kind of first order of business is probably getting rid of the trees so that I can like see what I'm doing. But I have there's a ton of cicadas on these trees. I'm thinking the first order of business is the trees. I can't see what I'm doing. We're going to put this away where I'll say hi to Raymond fast. Okay. Never mind. I also need to fix the river over here. I just haven't decided like how sharp I want that corner yet. Eat all of these so that we can dig up some trees and probably sit them up on the big open space I've got upstairs for now, just because I don't have, like, I want to do another orchard, but I, like, need to, like, plot out where my orchard's gonna go. I haven't picked that yet, so for now, just gonna move them. Okay. Oh. Do this back row. I don't know how many over this will be. I might have to move. Oh, no! One second, I think I have another. I'm gonna have to take out more than just one of the rows. I'm gonna have to take out the second row as well. Well, at least I know how many over it is. We're gonna do this. We're gonna take all of these trees up. Get them all set out over here. Oh, that's way too far. Go. The reason I'm planting these now is because I don't want to forget what trees are what. I don't want to accidentally be moving like hardwood trees, so I am moving them and then I'm going to shake the fruit off of them and use them to be able to move the others. So like, now I do this. Now that they're in place. We can take all of these, we'll go ahead and go down or row down and then head back to the trees, take out another row, put them up here. Not what I wanted. Go. I think after we get that second row of trees out, we should be able to work on the neighborhood. I go ahead and this and grab this because Mom constantly gets on me about the fact that I do not dig up my fossils. Like, the first thing she does when she logs in is she goes and she finds and digs up all of her fossils, and it's like, and because I don't do that, I'm like a monster. I'm like the monster that never gets their fossils. I'm missing, I think, like 10. I think I only need like 10 more or something like that to complete the fossil site of the museum. How dare you? She's so like offended about it. She is, like, every time. She like threatens to come to my island and steal all of my fossils. Eat the apples. I like apples. I don't... Honestly, none of the fruits that they have, like, available for the trees are, like, ones that I wouldn't eat. I feel like there are very few fruits that I, like, won't eat. I think if there are any fruits that I won't. I'm not a super huge fan of blackberries and raspberries, personally. Like, I won't reject them if somebody, like, offers them to me, but, like, they're just not my favorite. Not a mango fan, personally. I can see kind of why. I like mango, but, like, I also understand that's, like, it does have kind of, like, a weird flavor. I think that's about it. I think it's just raspberries and blackberries that I'm not a huge fan of. When it comes to fruit, anyway. Raymond, I'm stealing your tree. Sorry, buddy. But, like, I have things to do, and I'm stealing your tree. Very windy on the island today. No, I can't think of anything. I think it's just those two. No, I guess there is one more, actually. No, there is one more. I was wrong. I don't care much for oranges. I don't know what it is about, like I'm okay with, like, oranges in stuff. Like, I don't mind oranges with other things, but for some reason, just, like, orange slice, I can't do it. I don't know if it's like a texture thing or what. I do not like fresh oranges, I guess. Imagining somebody coming to my house and just taking my tree. The tree in my front yard, we had a really bad windstorm months ago at this point. We had a really, really bad windstorm that my tree had been dying for years already by this point, so it was just kind of a matter of time, but, like, oh, there goes my other shovel. It was just kind of a matter of time at this point of when it was gonna happen, but the windstorm ended up taking out our tree. I think I went to class. I think I was in class or something, and I had the tree, and it was really bad wind, and then I came back from class, and suddenly the tree was gone. And there was just, like, a broken stump in the yard, and then I, like, looked to the left, and there was the rest of the tree just, like, sitting next to my brother, like, and, like, landed on top of my brother's car. Thankfully, because it was so, like, dead. Like, the tree was just so dead at that point that when it actually, like, tipped over and it hit the ground, not only was my brother's car already just kind of, like, really stupid resilient, but it essentially just shattered. It was like glass. it was like glass that just like shattered into a million pieces as soon as it hit the car in the ground. So there wasn't any damage or anything. We were really lucky that the wind wasn't blowing towards the house either. My brother's immovable object car at that point. I don't know, I left that morning for class, I came back, my tree was broken and on the ground. It's devastating, actually, because I love that tree. That tree had been there since I moved into this house, and I moved into the house that I'm currently in when I was, we moved in when I was like 5, like 4 or 5 or something. So like this tree was like already humongous beforehand, so it was pretty old. But then like I'm so used to seeing my tree, and now we just have a sad stump in the yard because we haven't gotten rid of the stump, because by the time that like the tree fell over, winter was coming, and you're not really supposed to like hire arborists in the winter because the trees are frozen and so is the ground, and so they can't get the stumps up out of the ground, and then like the trees just like for some reason it's just like really, really bad, and I don't know, you're not supposed to hire them in the winter unless it's like an emergency. No, it's okay. I'm talking about the time my brother's car got hit by a tree and survived. We had a tree in my front yard that was really huge and really old, so it was like pretty much completely dead from essentially like the stump up. And a really bad windstorm took it out, and it fell over onto my brother's car and shattered into like a bunch of itty bitty tiny little sticks, and my brother's car came out completely undamaged. Gotta put these over here so that we can start working on the neighborhood. We're almost there. I think I had like 6 more trees left. I deliver mail, and there was this one time where I was in somebody's driveway to deliver a package. When I was in the driveway, a tree at the bottom of the driveway just fell down onto the power lines and trapped me in the driveway. It didn't catch on fire, did it? Did it hit a power line? I don't like, there are no like power lines that run through my neighborhood that aren't like underground. Obviously we have power lines, but all of our power lines are underground, so it didn't catch fire, but there was a spark. Ooh, that's scary. Oh, that's so scary. My villagers are making fun of my island. Hi, Charlie. Thank you for the follow. My villagers are making fun of my island because I have a bunch of because like the trees and the flower situation right now is a little much, and so they're carrying around the bundles of sticks because they're trying to tell me that my island is dirty. It's messy. And like, I know it's messy. It's because I am currently working on it. You guys don't need to be so judgmental. Raymond! Stop being so judgmental! They've been doing this for like days now. They've been doing this for like days where I'll like walk up to them and they're doing one of 2 things. They're either watering the flowers or they're carrying around bundles of sticks. And that seems to be like the only in between. Like, see, even Ione's like watering her flowers. Oh wait, no, she's wearing hers. Oh, hi, honey. Why is my controller saying that it's plugged in? Thank you for the jester costume? Thank you, honey. That kind of you. Calling me a joke. I mean, like, yeah, I am, but, like, girly. Don't need to, like, call me out or anything. You never know when you just need a jest. Sorry, hold on. I'm getting a cord for my controller plugged in. Because I had it plugged into my computer, but I don't know what it is about like my Switch controllers, but they absolutely hate to be plugged into my computer. Oh no, what did I do? like being moved. Apparently. Apparently my Switch really hated being moved. May I play the game now? Oh, battery! Mean! Is this cord dead? Is that the issue? Oh, the cord is dead. That's why. That cord. Oh, it probably came. See how it likes this one. Battery, everybody freaked out. Oh, well, I heard it this time. They're gonna let me play it? No, it's not. I have to the dock because the thing is so picky. Yeah. Low battery. Technical difficulties with the battery life of my Splatoon 3 Pro controller. There. Better? Can we move on now? Alright. Keep getting cicadas on all of my trees. It's everywhere. Not there. Shoot. I have to be like absolutely sure that after stream I make a schedule, like a week schedule, because if I don't, it's gonna be like I'm gonna stream like 2 days and then like 2 days back to back, and then I'm not gonna stream at all. And I need to stop doing that because I'm sure it's super annoying for you guys, but it's also like super annoying to me. But it's just that everything keeps happening all at once in my life. Like, I've had, like, 4 major life events in the last, like, 3 weeks that have taken up, like, all of my time. Like, not including my classes. And so I am just tired, and I need a schedule. I'm tired, and I need a schedule, and I just... We're starting there. Really like the title, by the way. I feel like I am playing it too much though, because like I feel like this is all I've played for the last like 3 weeks. I play it once a week, and then that's like the only stream of the week, and it makes me feel bad. It makes me feel like I'm like failing my streams. I promise there's a new schedule. Especially considering that the schedule in Twitch has like been super wrong for like a while. How many trees do I have in me? I have 7. Shoot. Oh, I don't want to make another row down, though. Have to. I mean, they're gonna get moved anyway. What I kind of wanted to do today was I wanted to decorate, but I really got to get the neighborhood settled up. Got all up into the construction gear, and then I haven't even done any construction yet. Got all these trees all moved around into a nice fancy orchard, and then I just completely ripped it all out of the ground because I decided to terraform the island. I'm pretty sure that the orchard lasted like 2 days, I think. I'm pretty sure that I set up the new orchard, and then like 2 days later was like, I think I'm just gonna, you know, redo the whole island. Thank you, Husky, by the way. Thank you. I just... Ugh. Made the impulsive decision to redo the entire island, and it has taken up so much of my time. Whenever I'm not dealing with life crisis. Okay, that should be all the trees moved, so we can finally start construction. Yes. Well, there's this. I know I probably should have farmed that, but I had a bunch of fruit still, like, in my... I'll have, like, fruit charges, so it wouldn't let me anyway. Okay. I know the spacing, so what we're gonna do is we're going to make this one. I want these facing the opposite direction of Coco's place. Because I think I had... the boys all facing me. Yeah, so I am actually going the wrong way. I want them facing the same way as Coco's house. Oh, that. 1, 2, 3. Not that. Upland. 1, 2. 1. That's not large enough. I am missing a row. I am missing a row. Hold on. That looks better. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and the next house gets the same treatment. I put the roses there for spacing, just so that I know, like, how far back, or, like, where the house is going to be, so those roses are actually probably going to get switched out for different flowers. They're just, at the current moment, they're marking the ground to let me know where the houses are not supposed to go. No. Oh. I put up some new hedges so that I actually have it aligned where I need to. I just wasn't sure how far down to go because I couldn't see with the trees there. But also they would have been in the way anyway. I keep messing up what I'm doing. 2, 3. That one looked wrong. Looks wrong because it's done. That's because it is wrong. I made this plot too big. Either I made this plot too big or the other side is too... Hi! I made this wrong. I might darken the screen for just a second so that I can check some settings really fast as well that I didn't get to check out before stream because I forgot. So I might need to do that just for a sec. Actually, I will do that. I'm going to do that right now. Hold on. I want to check some settings. Mostly surrounding time zone, just in case I choose to time travel at some point during the stream. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're good. I think I made this big. If you're just a little guy who had a helmet and a spackle tool and you were outside spackling grass, would that be fucked up or what? I don't know. I mean, probably. It kind of gives me more like the vibes of like I'm here to help out Dad with like the construction project, but Dad doesn't actually want me touching the tools, so he just gave this to me and I am helping. Like, you know how you give like a 5-year-old like a hammer or something to like make him think that he's helping out with like the whatever the DIY project is that you're doing at the current moment. Yeah, Dad needs you to hold the light. Oh, oops. No. There we go. Don't have a slingshot on me, I don't think, so I can't get that. Don't. Get to put the roses back and redo the yard. No. We'll have to pull some more hedges out of the inventory as well because why does this feel too small now? Looks right. No, I think it is right. I'm just being paranoid. You should offer an upgrade that gives your character a permanent moon shoe, so that way you can just jump 10 feet in the air and grab the balloons that way. That does, like, I don't know how that would work logistically, but that does seem like fun. Okay, we've got 3 perfectly aligned little yards. Now we need to connect the halfway. Preferably without destroying it. I need to fix this corner still, so we might have to like work around the corner. Not there. I just haven't decided like how I want to do this corner yet. Sorry, yawning. The only, like, okay, I hate terraforming. I hate terraforming. I hate tiling. I do not enjoy this part. It like annoys me to no end because not only does it take forever, but it's so easy to mess up. It is just not something I find particularly entertaining, but it's like I understand that it's like part of the process, and so I just have to like suck it up. But like, oh, it's so boring. Need a fill tool for tiles. I wish they would like let me like zoom out in the map and like select an area that I want to have tiled, and then like it'll ask me, it's like, oh, how do you want it tiled? And if I want to do custom tiles, then I have to do them one by one, but like just the base tiles I think should have like the option to just be like copy paste on all of these. Makes us pay to use it, and then the experience is worth the cost. Yeah. Make sure that I'm not going too far over. Okay. No, why did I face that way? Okay. That is for this area. Whose house are we moving first? Well, I know I want Freya in the middle, so let's go ahead and move Freya's house first. Because I have to decide which side I want Sky and Audie on, but I just know that I want Freya in the middle. Let's talk infrastructure. It's a 10,000 charge to move a house. About 41. Moving an island home. We are moving Freya. I have the money. Freya's good. They're gonna ask, oh, what does Freya think? The villagers always, like, the villagers never decline. They never decline to have their houses moved. They just leave it up to you. It's like, oh yeah, and that covers everything. So do you want to move? Do you want to, like, move wherever this, like, random person tells you to move? And then they never have a problem with it. If some, like, omniscient being was, like, running around, like, my town and, like, came up to my house, like, knocked on my door and was just like, hey, yo, I need you to move your house, I would be, like, pissed. Like, I would be pissed off. Like it's just knock, knock. Hey, can you move your house, like, 10 feet that way? No! I'm not moving my house 10 feet the opposite direction. Because if they declined, we would kick them off the island in a heartbeat. I don't know. Maybe. But I feel like villagers used to be, like, allowed to be rude to you. Like, a long time ago. I feel like in the originals, they were, like, either, like, really weirdly hyper-attached or they were oddly rude. Nope. Far over enough. There you go. Imagine. I have a 25 stream streak. Am I eligible for an award? I don't know. If somebody can beat your score, then no. I don't know anybody that would have your score beaten though. Husky might. Aw. Thought it would let me. Yeah. It won't let me fix the ground until the house is here. Fine. Let's go get the hedges, and then I think I had some street lamps that I was going to put in. We are going to get something out. I also need to put trees. Going. House. Why would it be in houseware? I guess it is anyway. I am 1 lamp short. That sucks. Okay. Lamps go like here. Wait, no, that's too far. We'll set it there for now. I totally forgot I needed to go get the hedges. Also thinking that once I kind of have this pretty squared away, I'm thinking of maybe doing some like Mystery Island crawls, so that way I can get a bunch of materials, because I am like running out of a bunch of materials, and I need to kind of like replenish the stock. So we'll probably do some Mystery Island, kind of going around doing the Mystery Islands just to kind of get a bunch of materials that I can decorate, because I want to decorate. That's the fun part. The fun part is decorating. Start with 8 and then that. Probably should have dropped off my stuff. Because, so, like, this is kind of what I intended to do. It looks like I need to... this. My corner correctly. The river is gonna be so skinny. The river is gonna be so skinny right here. I can fix it on this side, but I, like, don't know what I want to do. We are going to we're gonna do something really specific, actually. Not those. We're going to put all that away. We're gonna go to we're actually gonna shut this down, then we're gonna go to Nook's Cranny. We're gonna buy an axe. We're gonna buy a second axe. And then another shovel before we go. So that way I have like stuff. Hi, how are you? Don't need any of this right now. Shopping basket's kind of cute, though. I might actually pick up a couple of those later. Let's do the colorful one. Axe. Let's bring a slingshot, even though I don't necessarily need it. And then we're gonna bring like 3 of these. Because what I'm gonna do is like they're gonna break so fast. that it's not going to make much of a difference. The reason we're buying them is because I don't want to waste the materials I have. I am, however, kind of feeling Grape Umbrella, though, so that might be coming. And maybe a light stick. No, I think we're good. Thank you, boys. We're gonna go back over to the side. We're gonna get that storage shed, and we're gonna set it outside the airport so that I can just, like, drop and run. Marshall's doing some yoga. Okay, we're going to drop this. Because every time that we come back from an expedition, we're just going to throw everything into the storage unit and then head back in. We're going to put the light stick and the umbrella away. Everything else is coming with us. Should I do it every 1 or every 2? I feel like I should do this every 2. Because I have 30 inventories. I shouldn't necessarily, like, need to have to do this every time. Why? Busy putting my island to shame. I'm like, I have had such a chaotic, like, couple of weeks that kind of, like, my only time to just sit and relax and focus on something that's not what's going on in my life has been with Animal Crossing the last, like, couple of weeks. So I've been playing in the middle of the freaking night. Like, literally, like, I will play at, like, midnight to 2 in the morning or something like that. Like, slowly, like, doing work. Because it's just the only time that I have available. It's nice to see you, though. I promise there's gonna be a schedule coming out. I'm gonna work on it after stream. I'm gonna, like, get it all set up and ready. Actually, you know what? I'll let you guys, like, decide what the... No, actually... Okay, so I used to do my schedules on, like, this one picture, but then I got this, like, other one for, like, the Christmas streams, and I really like the Christmas stream design. So I might, like, leave that actually up to a friend, because, like, I'm not going to be able to, like, right there. And it's, like, the only difference in... Like, it's still going to be a schedule. It's just what aesthetically pleases her or something, which I think is just, like... not necessarily how I should be doing it, but, like... I'm going to consult a friend. I think I know which way I want to do it, but... he's going to get a text message. Of whether he likes the old way or, like, the little, like, planner book. Time for takeoff. No, it's okay. I've just been... So, the reason why I really want to get into making the schedules again is just because, like, because my life is so, like, chaotic and I'm doing so much stuff right now and, like, all these things keep happening, having the schedule will actually help me. Because I'll be like, okay, I have time, like, set aside, knowing that I'll be streaming then, so I can, like, plan accordingly with, like, my school a lot better. So, like, I feel like having the schedules again is going to be, like, really helpful for me, and it's been a long time since I've been doing, like, consistently the schedules, and I need to start doing it again. Okay. We have a consent. So, what we are doing on the Mystery Islands is, because we're not villager hunting because I have all of my villagers, but we are just going to exploit the world's natural resources and steal everything. And because we're not going to be back, I'm chopping down all the trees. But I don't accidentally, like, walk up to the same tree multiple times, thinking that I have gotten... Like, I haven't gotten materials out of it. We're just chopping everything down. I also don't need any of the flowers, so none of the flowers are coming with me. None of the fruit is coming with me either, even though I just picked one up, although that is okay. We'll need it to break the rocks later. However, for what I do want to do, because I have 3 charges of fruit right now, what we're going to do is we're going to pick up this tree. Put it back. And then we're going to pick up this tree again. And put it back. And then pick up this tree again. And put it back. Now I have no fruit charges, which means that I can actually, like, get this without immediately breaking it. And totally face the wrong way. Okay. Yes. That. Take one of these cherries for the, or I'm gonna get stuck. We'll take one of these cherries. The next rock. Stick. Weed. Weed. Down with the trees. No trees will be left in my way. Ugh. I'm stuck! As soon as I exit this dialogue, I'm going to get stung. I thought they would, like, dissipate if I went to go talk to him. I'm ready to leave. Oh, never mind. Ow. I mean, I guess that's what I get, but, like, ooh. So I know the rest of this tree is safe. We're gonna be seeing that a lot because I make some medicine. I should shake all of the trees to find the wasps first, but, like, you just make the medicine. Like, it sucks that I have to dip into, like, the inventory of what I'm picking up, but because I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible. I should have just brought medicine with me. So when we get back, I'm gonna put medicine into my inventory. That's not what I wanted. Coconut trees should give you softwood, not hardwood, but that is fine. that rock. I could have also, like, hit all the trees at my island for, like, extra wood, but I needed the iron, and I can't really get a whole lot of iron on my island right now because they keep breaking all the rocks as I keep moving. Because I'm doing all the decorating, and, like, I'm doing a bunch of terraforming, and it's always in the way. I keep getting rid of all my rocks. Oh, I didn't mean to take those. Take those either. We'll go back to that tree. We're gonna do all the rocks on the way back. Okay. The best way to do this, or at least, like, I saw some, like, Animal Crossing guide tip or something like that was like, you should dig a hole directly behind you when you're hitting rocks from, like, bouncing backwards. But, like, it doesn't help me aiming the wrong way. Hi, Ghost! Dude, my eye. I don't know why that didn't play. I saw it, I swear. I planted the peach that I was going, or not the peach, I planted the cherry that I was gonna use. Ooh, it shouldn't be up. Why not? Got somewhere to be in the morning? I do. I have to talk to my college about academic accommodations. Or not academic accommodations. Like, oh my god, what do they call them? I think they're just called academic accommodations. It's like, I basically, with my diagnosis, I would like to file in paperwork with my college, letting them know about it, so that in the future I have all of the paperwork, like, already squared away for disability accommodations for things like, I totally messed up that rock. Like, if I need to take my tests in a proctored area, that's like my class, or if I need more time or extensions for certain things, it's like, it'll help me do that. But I have to be, like, not enrolled exactly. I have to do, like, an onboarding, essentially, with the school, just so that they have all my paperwork, and so that I, like, know exactly what I'm doing. And so I have a meeting with them at, like, 10 a.m. tomorrow. I kept getting a bunch of really creepy, cryptic calls from my school around 6 o'clock this like, evening. Apparently, my, so my college is connected to a library. So, like, just for context, my college is like connected to this library that the public can use, and somebody called in to the library that is connected to my college with a threat, which got reported to the police. And then the police shut down the entire campus and evacuated the whole school and canceled all the classes for the evening. And so within about an hour, I got like 3 different... So there's like an automatic voice like call it'll send out whenever we have like instances where it's like, oh, like school's closed for weather, or oh, school's closed for a holiday, or like things like that. It just kind of like to warn the students in case of something going on campus. But I kept getting these calls saying police activity at insert school here. If you are at insert school here campus, you need to like evacuate immediately. It's like, oh, okay. I was not on the campus at the time. I don't take night classes, but I just kept getting all these calls going, there's police activity at the school, and I'm like, it's activity? What's going on? And so like over the course of like an hour, I got like 3 calls and like 4 updates about something going on at my school. Supposedly, it's been taken care of. Supposedly, like, the police looked into it, and, like, they cleared the school, they did, like, an entire sweep of my campus, and they ruled out that it was just a threat, it was not a, like, there is nothing wrong with my campus, like, we're fine. But it was just a little alarming, because I have never received a call like that before. Because, like, usually the calls that I get from the school are about weather. It's like, oh, like, we got, like, hit with a snowstorm, and they, like, cancel classes. So they'll, like, call me, and they'll be like, insert school campus here is closed for, weather. Or, like, a delayed start. Like, they'll be like, oh, insert school campus here, is on delayed start. Classes don't begin until, like, 11 a.m. or something. And if you had a class before then, sucks to suck, you don't have class. If you had a test, guess what? You got 1 more day to study. Like, they do that sometimes. But, like, I had never received a call before for police activity at the school. That was a little alarming. I guess. It was just a tiny bit alarming. Is the only way to put it. I don't know why that didn't... But yeah, that's what my afternoon was like after I was chasing around my, like... psychiatrist. After I was chasing down one of my doctors trying to get a prescription changed over because Walmart is out of my prescription and I need it. That's been a fantastic 3 days, actually. I've been, I had a refill. Actually, not even. It's been a week. I got I went in for a med check with my doctor, and it was, like, it's fine. I did the med check, and then she goes, okay, so we're gonna reorder your meds, and she, like, click-clacks on her computer, and she, like, sends my prescription into Walmart, and I chose not to pick up... This was on Tuesday. I chose not to pick up my prescription on Tuesday because I had already been, like, out all day, and I was tired, and I just wanted to go home and, like, have some, like, time. I'm like, okay, so I went home, and I'm like, I have classes tomorrow. I'll just go pick up my prescription after class. So I went to class the next... on Wednesday, I went to class, and then I went to the Walmart after my class to pick up my prescription and a few of my mom's prescriptions. And I got there, and the guy behind the counter, who I'm calling Jeffrey, but no, that's not his name. I do know what his name is, and I'm mad at him, but, like, because he pissed me off. But, like, Jeffrey, like, looks at me, and he goes, oh, your order's not ready yet. I mean, my order's not ready yet. It was put in yesterday. And I asked him, I was like, well, what do you mean? And he's like, your order hasn't been filled. Okay, how long is it going to take until it's filled? And he goes, well, we don't actually have any of your prescription in stocks. We have to order it. okay, then can you order it? Yeah, sure. And then he like clacks on his keyboard. And he's like, it'll be here, like, it should be here tomorrow. I'm like, okay. And so I like got my mom's prescriptions and I left. He told me that they had ordered my meds on Wednesday. I got a text message on Thursday going, your meds have been ordered. They'll be here in 1 to 2 days. You ordered my meds yesterday. What do you mean they're gonna be here in 1 to 2 days and that you just ordered my meds? And so I'm now sitting here going, and I'm like looking at the bottle that I have in my room, and it's like I only have like a couple of days left. And by the time that that text message would have said that my stuff would have come in, I would have been like on my final dose, and like I wouldn't have had any more. And so I was like, I don't know what to do. I can't go without it. And so I called. And I was like, actually, no, like, this was now Thursday. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to give them until Saturday. I'm going to give them until Saturday to tell me if they have, like, maybe I'm going to give them the 1 to 2 days. And if my prescription doesn't come in, I'm calling to see what the hell's going on with my prescription. So I got no other word until Saturday morning rolls around. It's about like 10 o'clock or so, like 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. I'm like, okay, I haven't received any word about my prescription at all. Like even saying that it's like, oh, my stuff is at the store or anything. So I called them and I'm like, because my mom's like, you can have your prescription changed to a different Walmart that would have your stuff in stock. And I'm like, okay. And so I called them. I'm like, I need to have a prescription moved to a different store. Because like I don't trust them to have my stuff at this point. I literally just like started a conversation with, I need to move my prescription to another store. And guess who picked up the phone? It was fucking Jeffrey. He picked up my call and like he's like, oh, well we can't actually do that. You have to call the pharmacy that you wanna change your prescription to have it changed. You can't help me at all? No, you have to call the pharmacy that you want to have your prescription changed to. Okay, and so I hung up and I called a pharmacy that was like a little bit further away from me. I called it from Walmart and I was like, at this point I'm so frustrated. My hands are like shaking because like I don't know what I'm going to do because I had taken my final dose that morning and I needed this prescription. And so I called the second Walmart and I talked to this very nice lady that told me that apparently my medication has been in a shortage for like ever. Like my prescription was on a complete shortage and no Walmart in the entire state has my prescription. And she was at least like she couldn't help me. But, like, at least she told me what the issue was, you know? Like, at least she told me. So she was genuinely, seriously trying to help me find my prescription. And she told me I needed to call my provider. I needed to call my doctor and see if I can have my prescription moved to a different company. Because apparently their distributor of my medication has been out for like ages, and so they wouldn't even know if they were going to be receiving a shipment of my medication until like the middle of this month. And so she was like trying to help me. She's like, okay, so you need to call your doctor, have your prescription moved, and she was like telling me what to do, and I'm like, okay. And so she was very nice. I like hung up the phone and I didn't call my doctor. I emailed her because I don't have my doctor's phone number, so I emailed her instead, and this is Saturday morning still, like just before noon on Saturday. I don't know if my doctor didn't see my email or what, but I didn't have my prescription until this afternoon. My prescription was not moved to a different company until this afternoon. It was filled at 3 o'clock this afternoon, so I can't even take it. I have to wait until tomorrow before I can finally take it again. But I got a text message around like 11 or so saying, hey, your prescription's been moved to insert store here, where I like specifically asked it to be moved to. Like I literally, when I emailed my doctor, I was like, I explained the situation of like Walmart not having my prescription, and then I had called this pharmacy. I had like called this pharmacy in advance to check to see if they had my prescription in stock, and they did. And so I called them in advance, I checked to make sure, and then I put the exact street address of this like pharmacy into my email and said, can I please have my prescription moved here? And she did. My prescription got moved. I couldn't go and pick it up because I was in classes, and so like I couldn't go pick it up. I got a text message at 12. No, probably more like 1. I got a text message at like 1 going, okay, so your prescription is gonna be $450 to pick up. 450. That's more expensive than my textbooks. And so I took a picture of it. And I texted my mom, and I'm like, what do they mean 450? And she's like, that's just without insurance. It's because the pharmacy that it's been moved to doesn't have your insurance. It's fine. So I'm like, okay. I had to go home. I had to get the insurance card. I had to go to the pharmacy because I've never filled anything with this pharmacy, so they don't have me on file, which is why it was like they had given me the estimate of price for this medication without insurance because I've never filled there, so they don't have any of my information. But I had to go home, pick up the insurance card because we only have 2, so they stay in the kitchen. But I picked up the prescription card and I went to the pharmacy. I said, hi, I'm here for my prescription, but you guys don't have my insurance, so I just wanted to get my insurance into the system so that way I'm not paying $450 for this medication. And the lady at the counter goes, oh, well, we don't actually have your prescription filled, but I'll help you with the insurance. And so she like puts my insurance in. She goes, so do you need that prescription today? So I need that prescription today. And so I was like, yes, please. And so she like puts in the order for me, and she goes, okay, so it's gonna be 45 minutes to an hour before your prescription is filled. I'm like, okay. And so it is about 2:30 at this point. I was gonna be an hour, so I'm like, I live like 5 minutes from the store, so I just went home. I went home and I was gonna wait out the hour. I got a text message like 25 minutes after I had left the store going, your prescription is ready. It's like, if I had known that it wasn't going to take that long, I would have just hung out in the parking lot. Okay. And so I went back to the pharmacy. I picked up my prescription, and now I'm at home. So that was my day. I was chasing my doctors around. Actually, that's been my last week. I've been chasing around doctors and pharmacies and various other medical professionals just trying to get my meds. But I have it. I can't take it because it was way too late in the day. By the time I got it, it was like 3:10. It's way too late in the day to be able to take it, so I have to wait until tomorrow morning to be able to begin my medication again. But I'm relieved to have it. I am pissed off that it took this much effort just to be able to get a hold of it. You know? And so it's just oh, it's been a long couple of days. Hello, Soft. It's nice to see you. Hi, Crucy. I don't know if you were just here for my entire prescription rant story. That took like 20 minutes to explain what my last week has been. Long story short, I've been spending an entire week chasing around pharmacies and doctors just trying to get my prescription filled. Since Tuesday. Literally like an entire week. Since Tuesday. I'm sorry to hear it. I'm so mad. My poor family has been dealing with like the brunt of this because it's like, I don't know what to do. Game is really fun, but it's confusing. I don't know I would call it confusing. It's it's so reliant on you that I feel like it's one of those games, like, if you don't have a clear image going in, you're gonna get stuck, or you're gonna be like, at this point where it's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do anymore. I have it, I started last month. Ooh, I started years ago, but I like keep putting, I'm the kind of person that plays for a really long time and then puts the game down for a super long time. So like this is the most, like I've been playing the most amount of this in the last like 3 months than I have in like the last year, you know? Like all of my playtime has come from like the last 3 months because my mom and I have started playing Animal Crossing together. And like I want to be able to help her and I don't know all the answers, and so I started playing a lot more so that I can get those answers for her so that way she's like able to keep going. I have a villager in my campsite, but it won't let me progress, so I don't know what to do on my island. Oh, so you need to make a house. If it's your first villager ever in your campsite, you have to get a house built for that character. Like the game like forces you to take that villager. You can always remove that villager later if you don't like them, but you have to take that villager just to kind of like move on. Because my mom just ran into that same problem. Yeah, so like even if you find that villager really super ugly, you can always get rid of them later if you don't like them. But just for now, you're gonna have to take that villager. It's the only way to progress. I have the penguin and I don't want him. I didn't like my first villager from my campsite either. I feel like people very rarely like the villager they get from their first campsite. There's like only a couple I think that people like really seek after that come from the first campsite, and it's so RNG based that it's like basically impossible to get the one you want. But because you can ask them to leave, or like not necessarily, like you can always have them removed from the island later. It is okay to take them for now, just to get everything moving, and then you can get rid of them after you're done. You got options. Yeah, you can't wait until another camper comes in. You gotta take him. If it's the first one, you've gotta take him. He's your first? Yeah, then you absolutely have to take him. It's basically the game, like, it's how the game explains how the campsite works. But my mom ended up with Lionel, was her campsite villager. So like the kind of like Victorian, like fancy pants looking lion guy, that was who my mom ended up with. People are really super lucky. They can get Raymond or Marshall in their campsite first off. And that's if you're really lucky. Because those are the two like most sought after. Got here. How do you get rid of them? So you have to wait until you have all of your villagers. So you're gonna get to invite 3 more people, and then once you have those 3 other villagers, you can start the process of removing the villagers you don't want. You have to basically fill out the roster, and then you can get rid of the characters. And there are plenty of guides online on like the fastest ways to do it. I had Raymond as my first campsite, and I can't get him to leave. Don't want him. I like searched for Raymond for like a really long time, mostly for brag. If I'm gonna be honest, I really wanted him for bragging rights. if I'm gonna be honest, that I pretty much only wanted Raymond for the bragging rights of having him on my island. Oh, I didn't cut down any of those trees. Shoot. I want Gale so bad. My mom ran into Gale. Literally, like the other day, my mom ran into Gale on one of the mystery islands when I was helping her like find new villagers and things like that. And she said no, she didn't want a Gale, and I was so sad. I was so sad she didn't take Gale with her. Because I would have taken Gale. Here's Marshall, hanging out on the beach. I want this penguin, he looks ugly. I know. I like looked through all the villagers that you can get for your first campsite villager, and there's like only a couple that like kind of like please me like aesthetically, you know? Like there's only a few that I look at and I go, all right, you're fine. On the bright side, you can get rid of them. You can get rid of them pretty soon, actually, because I think as soon as you get that villager like settled into their house, you can just pretty much immediately move in those next 3 villagers, and then like in 2 days you can start moving people out. Or you can time travel and do it in like an hour. Get my sister to do that? Alright. Even though I hate a villager, I feel bad. That's kind of how my mom ended up with, like, Lionel. I told my mom, I was like, if you don't like how he looks or anything, you can always, like, get rid of him if you want. And my mom's like, no, he's already on the island. I might as well keep him. I was like, Mom, if you don't want him, I can help you find a villager that you do want. Like, no, I'll keep him. It's like, I can tell that she doesn't like the villager, but that she's, like, settling. And it's like, no, get the villagers you find cute. Get the villagers that you think like are good. My mom ran into Molly on one of the mystery islands and took Molly. Oh my god, who all does she have? She has Molly, Flo, Wendy, Kit, Rowan, Lionel, Patty. There's one. Oh, and Nana. My mom took Nana from my island because I was moving. I was moving her out, and so I asked my mom, I was like, "Do you want Nana?" And she was like, "Sure." And so she like visited my island, and she took Nana there. Do I have to eat fruit to pick up the entire bamboo tree? I do. Okay. Well, that sucks because I don't have any fruit. So I guess we're chopping all of this bamboo down then. I have Maggie, Rio, Sterling, Faith, and Jakey. And then this really ugly penguin thing in my campsite. Which penguin is it? I'm not sure if I even remember what my first campsite villager was at this point. Because I started the island that I'm working on right now, I started in like 2021, so it's been so long. It's Chadwick. I don't remember at this point. He should be Smug if he's in your campsite. If he's your first campsite villager. He's blue. I feel like there are a lot of penguins. Yeah, I don't think I can tell you who my first villager for the campsite was. It was so long ago. Because, like, so I've never restarted my island. Everybody, like, I know that, like, a bunch of people will, like, completely restart their islands, like, on a whim. And it's like, I can't do that. I have every recipe in the game, and I do not want to lose that progress. I will, like, actually cry if I lose all of that progress. And so, like, I don't want to restart my island, so I'm trying to work around with the setup of my island to begin with, so that I don't do that. Luckily, I like found this like super cute tutorial thing on Reddit on how to like make my entrance look cute. Because so my resident services building is really super close to my airport. Like it's within like 10 spaces or something like that, right? So there's not only is it within 10 spaces, but it's also misaligned. So it's just kind of hard to like make it look good without essentially blocking off the area. I'm too attached to my stuff and to restart my island. I'm too attached to my stuff. I don't want to restart my island. My mom has already restarted her island once, but she was still so early in the game that it was like, okay. Like, she hadn't even gotten her campsite yet, so I think she had like two and a half-ish weeks of progress, and then like just ditched it all because she really hated her villagers, and then she didn't like how her island was like looking. She didn't like its layout, and so she was like, she was still so early into the game that it was like much easier to restart because she barely had anything anyway. And then what she did have that she wanted to keep, we had her dump onto my island. We just had her like pick up all of her things and then dump them onto my island and then go back. And then when she restarted her game, she went and got all of her stuff off of my island and moved it back. I time traveled for the first time and I wanted to restart, but I went against it. I don't want to restart. I think it's called like a forever island when you like choose not to restart your island anymore or something like that. But like, I'm doing it because I have so much invested into this island that I just like, I don't want to restart. Like, it would hurt my soul. It would hurt my soul inside. You have to restart it. Really hoping this axe doesn't run out of like, charges before we're done with this. You know what? Oh, well, I guess it's a stump now. I was like, if it's down this low, would I be able to, like, pick up the stumps and take them back with me? In the real world, yes, but not here. My anxiety went insane when I time traveled. I didn't like it the first time that I did it, but, like, so I have technically restarted my island once. The reason I restarted my island was because when I was upgrading my Switch, so my Switch, my old one, the one that I received in like 2018, every time that I would turn on that Switch, oh no! My axe! Oh, I don't have anything to make a new one. Bye. But, so when my old Switch, every time that I would turn on that Switch, it sounded like an airplane taking off. It was bad. It basically, it overheated. It couldn't process anything anymore. It was super, like, it would get really hot. And then when it would get really hot, the fan would start going really, really hard trying to cool off the system. And then it would just sound like a jet engine. It was on its last leg. And so I went to the GameStop and I asked them, do you have any Switches in stock? And they told me, yeah. And I said, can I trade in this Switch for a new one? And they were like, sure. And so I traded in my old Switch for a new one. So I knew I had my Animal Crossing island on it. And so I asked them, can I move my island from my old Switch to this new Switch before I go? Because they wipe your systems once you leave it at the store. Like, once you have signed it over, they'll wipe it. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's fine, because that happens all the time. And so I was getting my new Switch set up to be able to intake my old island. And while I was doing that, the worker deleted my save file, or not my save file, they deleted my user data off of the Switch. Which, for those of you that don't know, your user data is what links you to your island. It is how the island recognizes you as the owner of the island. And so if your user data isn't there, your island is completely trapped on that Switch and can no longer be moved. Because the game can't find you anymore. And so when I went to move my island, I couldn't move my island because they had deleted my user data. And so I am big and grown and old enough to admit that I burst into tears. I am a grown woman that burst into tears in the GameStop because they had essentially trapped my island onto a Switch that I wasn't keeping. And I had hundreds of hours of work down the drain on that island because I couldn't move it. So I have restarted my island once. The island that I am currently working on is my second island that I was forced to create. I did not choose to have the second island. But I lost hundreds of hours of work. I had like hundreds of items that I lost. I was so distraught. I burst into tears in the store because I could not believe. I could not believe that the worker like did that. Because I had been told that it was normal. It was like something they did all the time. Sorry. And so having such a huge blunder happen with my island, I couldn't take it. I could not handle it. I guess there's GameStop Horror Story 101. They deleted my island. I guess they didn't delete my island, but they made it to where I couldn't have my island anymore. I've had like another like weird experience, like not even, I guess weird's not the way to put it, like infuriating experience with GameStop, only it wasn't with like the actual store, it was with their online store back when I was in high school. So when I was in high school, I was a massive fan of Borderlands. I was a huge fan of Borderlands. But I couldn't play them because I wasn't old enough to buy them. So I wasn't old enough to purchase the games on my own. And so I did try once, but of course it worked, but I wasn't old enough to own them. So I found out that the online store didn't check your information, and I had been given a gift card. And so I went onto the online store. I bought myself a copy of 1, 2, and pre-sequel using that gift card. I bought them all used, so that way I could use that whole gift card without, I could get all 3 of them with that gift card without having to worry about not having enough money. And then I bought a Handsome Jack pop figure as well with that gift card. So I got the 3 games and then Handsome Jack, who is still on my shelf, actually, right behind me. I can see him. But when I received my box, I was super excited. I was so excited when I got that box in the mail. I got a knife from the kitchen. I like ripped open the box and I was super excited. And, like the first game, I wanted to check the games, and so what I did was I went to my brother's Xbox down in the living room. And I opened the cases and I like checked them for scratches or whatever. And I was like, oh good, they're in good condition. And so I put the first game in, checked it, it was fine. I checked the second game. Was it pre-sequel or was it the second one? I think it was the second one. I don't remember which one it was at this point. But so I checked another one of the discs and that one was fine. The third disc, which I'm like 100% sure was Borderlands 2, now that I think about it, wouldn't load. I'm like, that's odd. It looks fine. I don't know why it's not loading. So I tried a ton of times, like just trying to get like the Xbox to read it, and I was getting really frustrated because the Xbox wouldn't read it for some reason. And so I went upstairs. I like knocked on my brother's door. I'm like, knock knock. Hey, brother, I need help. And so like my brother came down with me, and we started like fiddling with the Xbox trying to figure out why this game wouldn't load. And my brother's getting pissed off because it's not working and he knows it should be working, so he's now freaking out that something's wrong with his Xbox. There wasn't, by the way, but we couldn't figure out what it was. So what we ended up doing was we actually popped it into a computer to check to see if it had, like, we even looked up the sticker code on it to make sure that it was like legitimate, but we ended up popping it into the computer. And my brother, like, opens up the files. The disc doesn't have any files on it. There's it's like, I think it had, like, 1 or 2 things on it or something. but it was like, it wasn't the game, you know? It was just like random files. And so we're both looking at each other going, what the hell is going on? And so like we ejected the disc and we tried putting it back in like a couple of different ways. And we were like, to test to make sure that the Xbox wasn't the problem, we pulled a couple of the other Xbox games off the shelf and we had them all laid out. None of them had issues. All of them loaded perfectly fine. And so we couldn't figure out what was wrong. And as my brother is like looking at something on his computer, like trying to figure out what's going on, I looked over the discs on the floor. We had them all facing with like the reflective side up. And I looked at them. I was like, why does this Borderlands copy look purple compared to the others? My brother turns around, he looks at it, and he goes, right, it does look purple. And so like we started comparing all the discs together and realized that the disc didn't look right. And so, and then as we're like observing them, for Xbox games, they have this sticker on the inside of the CD, on the inside of the disc, there's this Xbox like holographic sticker. My copy of Borderlands didn't have that holographic sticker. So not only was the disc purple, but the sticker wasn't there for the Xbox logo. My brother and I are like, it has no files. It's purple, it's colored purple, and the Xbox logo is missing. I got sent a CD-ROM. I was sent a bootleg CD-ROM of Borderlands 2 from the online GameStop website. And they never checked it to make sure that it wasn't a scam. And so when it got sent to me as a used game, they never made sure that it actually worked. So I ended up getting scammed, buying a ROM hack, or like not even a ROM hack, it was just a like CD-ROM of a game that wasn't even on that disc, that somehow got past their online inspection. And I was so mad because I had been waiting so long and I was so excited because like it took like 3 weeks to get that package in. I was so excited, and the reason I had the gift card was because I earned it. I earned it for like doing something like academically, and so like I got it as a gift. And so we called my parents. My brother and I called my parents, and we're just like, the Summer got scammed, something like the CD's not real, and my mom is on the other end of the line going, what do you mean the CD's not real? She knew I had bought it. So my mom comes home, we explain the situation, we like go over everything that we figured out, and my mom started asking me if I had like the receipts and everything, and I did. But when I looked at the receipt, or like I tried to like go into like the customer support or something like that, all sales of online used games from GameStop are final, and you cannot return them. That was the return policy then, is if you bought it used online, you could not get a refund, and you could not return it. And so I had this disc I couldn't do anything with, and I couldn't even get my money back. And my parents ended up buying the game for me. Like my mom was like so mad that she ended up like, she marched me to like the nearest GameStop and she said, which one is it? And we bought it. Like we ended up like buying it like used from the store, and it was like, actually no, I think I got it new. We got it, like my mom ended up purchasing it for me because she was so mad that I had waited so long. And it was like, I was 16 at the time, so it wasn't like she was handing me like Borderlands as a 5-year-old or anything. So she didn't care if it was rated M, and so it was like, I did end up receiving the game afterwards, but like I was so pissed off, and my mom was pissed off, and I was devastated when I found out the game wasn't real. What other Switch games would you recommend to a new player? A new player for Nintendo games in general, or a new player for Switch specifically? Because it's going to depend. Because, like, so, for, like, my mom, for example, my mom hasn't for Switch games. Okay. When it comes to just the Switch in general, a lot of the time people will recommend the Nintendo specific games for people that are just starting out because they're optimized specifically for the Switch, and so they work. But it also kind of depends on taste. So I'm a really bad person to like ask about like what kinds of games you like, because I have lots of different kinds of styles of games that I like. When it comes to When it comes to beginner-friendly games, it's also going to depend on if you want multiplayer or if you want regular game. I would say a good place to start is always the Breath of the Wild series. So Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. If you are going to play Tears of the Kingdom, you don't necessarily have to play Breath of the Wild first, but it's going to make a little bit more sense if you do. I also really think that when it comes to just kind of starting out with Switch games, Animal Crossing is another one that I would recommend, but you already have that one. If you're looking for something a bit more strategy-based, that's also really user-friendly when it comes to beginners, I would recommend Fire Emblem Three Houses as kind of getting started into strategy-style games. It is not a real-time strategy. It is turn-based, so that way you don't have to... It's like basically like chess. You're moving around a bunch of like characters on the board and making sure they don't die. But that's really good for beginners on Switch. That one is also really long, so if you have a bunch of time to kill, that's a really good one, but you also have to be ready for a lot of story stuff. So like it's gonna have a lot of reading, it's gonna have a lot of like just dialogue in general. So if you're looking for something that's not as slow paced, Breath of the Wild is probably gonna be more your speed. Trying to think of like what other genres. If you're looking for platformers, if you really like a challenge for platformers, Hollow Knight is on Switch. I think you can find it physical. I would just recommend getting the digital version though, just cheaper. And that one's really good for platforming, as well as just it's like notorious for kind of being really difficult the farther in you get, but it's really rewarding when you do complete it. Other genres are out there. If you're looking for something kind of easier, if you're looking for FPS on the Switch, if you're looking for something that's a little bit more, like if you're not looking for like Call of Duty or anything, I really like Splatoon. Personally, I think Splatoon is a really, really good game that is really super easy to get into, as well as it's a massive media franchise for Nintendo. If you're going to pick 2 or 3, because those are the only ones that are on the Switch, the Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3, go with 3. Purely because if you want to play the online, that's where most of the people are. If you care more about like level designs and platforming and like doing challenges, then go with 2. They both have level designs and platforming and things like that in their story modes, but 2's is just, I feel like, more expanded upon for story-wise, but 3 is really good as well. Either one is a good choice there, but if you're looking for one that's going to have all of it, including the online, go with 3. Ooh, I didn't pick up the wasp. You're welcome! It's always hard recommending games for people because you don't know what, like, genres people enjoy. So you kind of, like, if people ask you that, you have to be, like, ready to have an answer for, like, a bunch of different types of games. What did I do with the wasp nest? Where did I get attacked? Hello? What? Blind? I feel like I'm blind. Oh my god, where did it go? I need that for the medicine. I thought it said I didn't have the wasp nest. I don't. I have weeds. It said I didn't have the wasp nest in my inventory. But it says I don't have it. Hello, thank you for coming in. I am not interested in your service. However, you are banned. I thought I did too, and now I feel like I'm crazy. Oh my god, where is it? I don't have a... Did it just disappear? Into, like, the nether? Where did it go? It's like, these are all weeds. Did it fall in the water? Was I close to the water? No, because that wouldn't have... I don't know where the wasp nest went. I don't even remember what tree I was at. Oh. Oh, we're gonna have to head back soon, though, because I don't have... Or it was over here, I think. Okay, this tree is done. This tree is done. This is why we were using the axe. Like the regular axe. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2... and 2... It was this tree. What the hell? Where did it go? Bye. I guess I don't get to have the wasp nest to fix my face. I'm an idiot and I'm stupid. You're right. I did pick up the wasp nest. I made the medicine. Completely forgot I made the medicine. I picked it up, made the medicine, forgot I made the medicine, thought I didn't make the medicine, and then completely missed the fact that I was carrying the medicine in my inventory the whole time. It was there. You were right. I'm stupid. As soon as this flimsy axe is done, though, we're gonna have to head back because I won't have an axe anymore, and I don't want to waste my materials. Because I have the money, I can just buy new tools without wasting my supplies, because we're gonna need the supplies for when I start decorating the island. Because I haven't started decorating yet. I've only been getting a lot of, like, the path work done. Which is why we're doing this right now, is we're getting all the materials so that I can actually start, like, decorating instead of just doing all the pathways. But I was just running out of a lot of supplies because I just hadn't been working on it, and so here we are. Okay, bye! It was lovely to talk to you. I already hit this rock, right? Oh, I didn't. There we go. Trying to catch all the river fish so that I can get rid of my river for space. I am working my river into my town so that I don't have to get rid of it. However, I do feel bad for my poor river because I have been, like, reworking this river so much over the last, like, month or two now. And I just keep changing it, and I feel bad. We are gonna go ahead and head back because I don't have an axe anymore. So, and I don't want to waste my material. also going to answer a text message from my mom. Just so that you guys are aware, there is an ad that is going to be starting here pretty soon. I don't know why my little bot doesn't tell people when ads are starting, but I will tell you now for it. You got about 30 seconds before the ads begin. Go. I've got 4 of these left, but we gotta go to the Nooks County first. I need stuff. Tools. That was the word I was looking for. I needed things. Stuff and things. And things and stuff. Hi, Sky. How are you, Sky? Ooh, I don't have a whole lot of money left in my pocket. I probably need to go to the ATM. Okay, so I need 2 of these. 3 of those. I think I was okay on the shovels. I think I had shovels still. It was just my axes that were getting trashed. Go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. We should be good. I am, however, going to buy some medicine to take with us this time so I don't have to waste the material. Now what I'm gonna do, since we are in ads right now, before we head out to the next island, I am actually going to drop us off in front of the airport. I'm gonna go to the bathroom fast. We'll put it into be right back, and I'm gonna go to the bathroom so that I am not sitting here dancing around in my chair. So give me just a couple of minutes. I am heading to the bathroom.
It's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when the tide comes in, when the tide comes in. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when you call again, when you call again. It's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when the tide comes in, when the tide comes in. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when you call again, when you call again. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when the tide comes in, when the tide comes in. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise.
All better. Time to go. We have, you know, I should probably check, see what we're sitting at for materials before we go, because I feel like I've gotten quite a bit. Even though I've only been to like a couple of islands. Shoot, where's the stuff? Hello! Welcome in! You guys are about to see like my embarrassingly large amount of Nook Miles tickets. I have a ton that I did a lot of time travel and I had a ton of like miles stacked up, so wee! Y'all are. Ooh, we've got a good amount of iron now. Got plenty of gold. A lot of clay. Stone is kind of lacking, weirdly enough. Hi! What is okay for now? Always go get her. Sticks. Sticks, at least, like, I don't have to worry about because, like, sticks are kind of an infinite resource. Islands, you don't need to go to a mystery island for sticks. The only thing I like, I guess I could say that I would want is, like, a bit more stone, but, like, I feel like this is okay for now. The issue, I don't really know what else I want to do today because I can't. We're waiting on this, and I've moved all of my buildings to where I want them to be, with the exception of the houses, and then my house. But that's just because I haven't figured out where I want to put mine. Because like here's the clothing shop. I haven't looked at the clothing shop. I probably should. Here's my campsite. Museum is right there. My house is up top, but that's not what we're worrying about right now. Oh, I think I really... Because the thing is that I could start like developing out this area, but it would require me to move more trees, and I really don't want to move more trees. We already moved all the ones that were in front of the neighborhood. I could do a little bit of time skipping just to get the houses where I want them to be. How many hours do you have in Animal Crossing? A lot. I don't know. A lot. But I'm completely redoing my island right now. There's a lot of infrastructure that so that entire upper half of the island I still have to do. And then where you see the flashing house right now is going to be completely torn up and redone. The only like finished parts of the island is where you see like the shops and then the houses that have like the little stick outs, like the little L shapes. Like those are all where they need to be. And then all of the shops and buildings. The only one that I don't have in the place that I want it to be is my own house, but that's because I'm thinking I can't show you on screen where I want it to go, but I'm thinking I'm gonna put it like, you see the very top row of the houses? I'm thinking I'm gonna put it to like the left of those, but on like the second tier of the island. So like not on the base level where everything else is right now. I think I'm gonna have mine like up a level, so that I could like have a bunch of space for like myself, because my house, my rules. But for now, we've got a bunch of trees sitting in that big open area over here, just because I'm gonna have a designated orchard area. I just have to like get it all figured out. These three houses. These three houses are being moved, and then I have to tear down all of these fences and pick up all of the like furnishings so that I can start leveling the area again, like getting rid of all the pathways. And I think I need to fill this back in. This is where the campsite used to be. The campsite used to be right here, and then this was like the community pumpkin patch, which has been moved around a little bit because we made this. And then this is where the orchard has ended up at the moment. I've had it for years, and I can never get the motivation to actually do the stuff that she does. It takes dedication. My issue is like, so because my mom has started playing, I feel bad not being able to answer her questions. I feel bad not being able to answer her questions about like anything Animal Crossing related. Like, how do I do this? It's like, how do I explain to somebody who's never played Animal Crossing before how to do stuff? And so I
I think I have played more in these last like couple of months than I've played like in a year. Like I'm the kind of person that I'll play for like months at a time and then drop the game for like 6 months and then check back in like 6 months later. Like I have like bursts of time that I do for Animal Crossing. I also refuse to do time skips, so that hurts compared. So it hurts compared to others. Yeah, I bit the bullet and started doing time travel purely because I lost my first island, and I was just trying to get back to where I had been on my old island, and so I just kind of like I put my shame aside of doing time travel because I just wanted to get like restarted in designing the island again. And then I just didn't design it. I basically, my old island before I did this, the only thing I had really designed, you could say, was the neighborhood over here. And then this like little park area. And that was pretty much it. That was pretty much the most developed part of this island for like a while. I had a shopping district over here, for those of you that have been here a little bit. I had a shopping district on this side of my community center. It used to be right here. But it was super blocky, it had no furniture, and then all of my buildings were stacked up like the trees are, like 1, 2, 3 kind of systems, so like it didn't look very good. So then I moved all the buildings into the center of the island on like isolated little islands, and I liked how that looked, but it was just not in a shape that I wanted, and so it didn't look good to me. So what I ended up doing was I started looking for like island tours on YouTube. I looked up like into YouTube. I was like Animal Crossing island tours search, and then like I just started watching a bunch of them for like inspiration on what I wanted to do with my island. A lot of the ones that I ran into didn't have the same kind of layout that I do, where like my airport is really, really freaking close to my community center. And I was trying really hard to try to figure out like maybe I can do like that layout, but like change it up to this. I finally found a layout that I liked. And then so I found a layout that I liked. This intro area here with like the little tiny island and the waterfalls and things like that for my my entrance was inspired by a Reddit post that I saw of somebody who had the same island design as I did, or same island layout as I did, that was also struggling with like how to make it look nice because it's off center but also really close. So I'm just kind of like smashing a bunch of ideas kind of together for a little bit. I ended up finding a layout that I really liked. So the layout that I'm doing is not my own design. The layout that I'm going to be doing is somebody else's island layout. I am not going to be decorating it the same way. I'm just doing the terraforming and pathing the same way. All of the decorations, the flowers, the like little shops and things that they made and stuff like that, that is all going to be different. I'm just using the pathway so that I can get myself started. I'm just using the terraforming and pathway to get myself started so that I can focus more on what I find entertaining, which is the decoration part. I do not find pathwork and terraforming entertaining. I hate doing both of them. I hate them. I hate doing pathing. I hate doing terraforming because I never know what I want. I never know what I want. Is it good that I have every gold tool, but I don't have 3 stars? I mean, I don't have 5 stars and I have every gold tool, so like, it's fine. I don't even know what my island is sitting at for ranking right now. I think I'm like a 4. Reddit and Pinterest, the saviors of the Animal Crossing world. They are. I mean, my biggest issue is I feel really bad that I'm like essentially copying somebody's terraforming and pathwork, but because I'm gonna change it up with all of the furniture, I don't have the same like villagers that they do. I'm not gonna use the same decorations. I feel like it's okay because I'm just using the layout. I'm not copying that other person's island like one for one, you know? It's just kind of to help me get started. And then like maybe later on I'll decide I don't want to keep it this way before. Goodnight Ghost, I decided I don't want to keep it this way, and then I terraform it in my own style or something like that. But for now, I just want something that works for me. I have snow on my island and I really love it. I saw your big brain time like redeem and I don't know why it's not playing. I think I'm
This is
there
big
it is.
brain time.
I don't know why that took so long. But yeah, so it's like I feel really bad for using someone else's layout, but because I'm not gonna be doing everything exactly the same, I feel like it's a little bit more okay. I'm just doing the actual island. Another problem for me is my weird desire to make things a bit more realistic than I should, so some beautiful but logically odd terrain just can't do. Real is boring. I'm the kind of person that's like, I want to do so many different things with my island that I can't pick. I think what my island's going to end up looking like with this style is it's going to be kind of more of like a normal core kind of island, so like nothing particularly like stand out. I really want to do a Sakura style island. I want all the pink trees and all the pink flowers, and I want everything to be all white and pink and like yellows and like light greens and things like that. Like really like soft stuff. I want like a soft pastel island. Only 20 mil. Oh no, I have more, but like because like I have a bunch of gold stacked up that I don't use for anything, so like I need to sell some of it. I made like 4 cute areas and the rest of my island is really simple. I saw a video. I'm not going over here. I saw a video the other day that I sent to my mom to kind of help her get like an idea of what she's looking for. That was tiny builds. So it's like people who had like small spaces like this that didn't know what to put there. And like they weren't totally sure what they wanted, and so like it was supposed to give people ideas of like how to fill in the space without like breaking up your like island's aesthetic. It was like 100 ideas that were like all compiled together. And so I sent her that video to kind of help her out. I have, how did you get that? A lot of work and selling things. Most of it being gold. Because, like, I went, yeah, lots of gold. I need to sell some of mine. I also have a lot of Nook Miles tickets just because of, like, a bunch of time travel. This is all the gold that I have in my inventory, which isn't, like, a ton, but, like, I think you get, like, 2 million per stack or something like that. Let's do this. Let's replenish the ATM. Where you get all that gold. I did a lot of mystery islands. That's gold that I've been stacking up over a long time. A good chunk of my island is a massive stage where I host competitions. What kinds of competitions? You're going to sell. It's not going to be like 900 million or anything, but like it'll help bolster my. And I want to know how much one stack is, so we're going to leave that one stack off to the side. Because I want to know what one is. Oh, I thought it was more than that. I guess not. Then how much is one stack? Fashion competitions, but I try to change up the rules every now and then. Ooh! 300,000 for a stack of 30. Oh, I thought it was more than that. Oh well. We got some extra money. I don't gotta be like a 100 millionaire. I'm perfectly fine with my just 20 million. I might be less okay with my 20 million the longer I decorate, but like for now, 20 million is fine. I'm gonna drop off some of this, however, because I don't need it. I intended to take like 100, I think, with me, but like this, because it takes up my There you go. 24. I did a lot of grinding and I used my friend mostly. I did a lot of grinding for my money, and like, even still, I barely have anything compared to you. I want to try a more messy rule set, but I know that some people take these competitions a little seriously. What do you mean by like a messy rule set? Like in comparison to like the rules that you have now? I've never been in an Animal Crossing competition, so like I wouldn't know what to expect, I guess. Oh, I need to order one more of these lamps. Needs to go here. Hold on, we're going back to the Nook stop. They have competitions, I guess. Some people host competitions. Hi, Amaro, by the way. How are you? I'm sorry I've been gone. My entire life keeps exploding at the beginning of every week, my life just like hits another roadblock. Like something happens between Monday and Wednesday for the last like, thank you. For like the last like 3 weeks. Something will happen between like Monday and Wednesday that like derails my entire week that I can't stream. I used to do stock market to make 10 million. I can't imagine grinding like that for gold. Impressive. I really hate doing the stock market. I don't know what it is about like the stock market, but it makes me mad. It makes me so mad because I always somehow end up with like the worst, like I'll buy turnips and then like for my entire week, they're always like lower than what I bought them for. And so it just feels like a waste of my money. I want it. Bottom two each round. The winner of the round gets to eliminate one of the bottom two. Oh! Oh, I do need 2 of these, though. Hold on. I need 2 of these, and then I need a lamp. Sounds like an exciting life. Trust me, it's not. It's all been super annoying. It's all been really annoying, or like things that were completely out of my control that I couldn't deal with. I've been chasing the pharmacy around for my prescription for the last week. My school has been horrid because of a bunch of things, like things that happened with my school. I ended up having, actually, I say I ended up having to drop. That's not true. So you know how I was having the problem with the textbook, right? How I couldn't get I couldn't get a copy of the textbook for my law class? Well, because I wasn't able to do the first assignment because I didn't have the book, my school's system automatically dropped me from the class. And so I can't get back in. My school only offers 2 intro to law classes per semester, and I spent a couple of days trying to figure out how to get back into my law class, only to find out that I can't even get back in because both of them have already begun. And it's I could bring it to the dean of the school to explain what had happened, but by the time that they could reinstate me into the class, I would be so far behind that I wouldn't be able to catch up. So I was forcefully dropped from one of my classes, and I can't get back into it until next semester. I had to start a new class. I had to throw an English class into my schedule that doesn't start until next week. It's an expedited 11-week English course on top of my American government class, which assigned me 3 quizzes on my first day. And that's like just my school. That's like just what's happened with school in like the last week. In like the last week or so. And then what else has happened with school? I had all of that. That might be it for school. It was like I got dropped from the class. I couldn't find the textbook. I actually have to go and get another textbook tomorrow. I'm looking into academic accommodations, which I have a meeting for tomorrow as well. It's just been so much. Like, that's just with school. Like, that's not including, like, my family issues and, like, medical issues and things like that. I am, like, teetering on the edge of a breakdown right now. I am, like, teetering on the edge of just having a full-blown breakdown because, like, every single week it's just another thing. because I don't know what is going on. Well, it's not even just my school. Like, my family is blown up. I've had medical problems. I've been chasing doctors and pharmacists around for the last week, just trying to get a hold of my ADHD meds, and like, I just, oh. I don't know what to do with the rest of today, because I've already finished the neighborhood for what I can do. Actually, I finished the neighborhood pretty much. I'm just, oh. I'm gonna go to bed. It's almost midnight. I am probably also gonna head to bed here pretty soon, since I feel like I have... You played Animal Crossing today. I could have stopped inside. My mom's mad that I didn't tell her I was playing Animal Crossing because she wanted to stop in and say hi, apparently. I'll hold on. I'm still on. Telling my mom I'm still here. I'm still here for another like half an hour-ish before my if she still wants to play she still wants to say hi. But like it's literally been one thing after another with like family issues, medical issues, school issues. It's just I am like a never-ending list of issues for the last like 3 weeks, and it's been affecting my streaming schedule, which is making me really mad. Because I stream the first like 2 days of the week, and then something happens, and then I'm not able to stream for the rest of the week. So I want to get back onto, I'm gonna put this here. I want to get back onto a regular schedule. I want to make schedules and force myself to have a streaming schedule like I used to, so that way I don't fall into not streaming because I had something happen, or because like I got busy and couldn't like manage my time correctly because like another thing blew up in my life. I was gonna put it here, but I don't remember. I can't wait to get back on my meds tomorrow, because I haven't been on my meds in a couple of days now, and I've been forgetting things. I've been a mess emotionally. I am a mess. And so I'm relieved to have my medication back, but like I couldn't take it today. I have to wait until tomorrow, and I'm like freaking out because I just want to take my meds. And do this. If there's something that I've learned about the never-ending trash fire, that is they're not actually never-ending. I know, it's just managing your trash fire, like poking it with like what are those things called? The stick for the fireplace, fire poker. I don't know. You're like you're just monitoring your trash fire and then poking at it with a stick every now and then. Make sure that it's not getting too out of hand, even though it's still on fire. Wanted to check out in here, see if there was anything. I'm gonna wander around in the shops here for a minute because I don't have too much longer. Oh, that's cute. The never-ending tire fire. It's in The Simpsons. Yeah. I gave this dress away to Coco. No, I gave this to Freya. I gave this dress to Freya, and so now I don't have one. So I'm gonna take this dress. Fast food cap. I have these glasses on right now. Do I have the brown ones? I think I do. Oh, this is kind of the only thing other than like the little Dolly shirt. Yeah. I love this dress too. It's super cute. Maybe not with this accessories that I have with it right now, but like I also really like the checkered jumper dress. The problem is that I can't wear it too much right now because my island is in summer. My island's in summer right now, and so it would just kind of like, it's too hot. I guess I'm wearing long sleeves. I don't know, the accessories kind of make it camp. Well, then what is the... Hold on, what do the other colors look like? What if I did the red one? So that it's, like, somewhat kind of color consistent. No, I think I kind of liked the green one better. Yellow? Yellow's kind of fun. You also could do, like, the cream to kind of, like, keep it, like, neutral in the center, and then it ends up highlighting your accessories. So if you have, like, a neutral base, then all of your accessories shine really well. But if you have, like, a different color underneath, you have something that's kind of more visually interesting because you have two different colors going on, and then the color of the dress almost matches my hair. So either one of these would make a decent outfit. These two, the red is nice, but it's just kind of like, it almost takes away from your pink because you're like, oh, they're not the same color. It like draws attention to the fact that they're not the same. And the yellow's nice, but it's just kind of not working with the rest of the accessories. So green if you want to switch it up to have two different colors, or have a neutral underneath to highlight your accessories, I would say, for that outfit. I am not a fashion expert though, so like so like wear it the way you want. I think I got this hat from Fang. I think Fang gave me this hat when I was like inviting him to stay on the island. I like gave him something and was like, hey, you should have this, and he handed it to me, and I only realized that it was pink this morning. Apparently I have mail. My mom is apparently getting on, although I probably should do this because I didn't want to annoy my mom in and out of like online and offline, so there she is. I should probably open my island so she can say hi. My mom's probably running around on her island waiting for me to open my island for her to come visit. She really likes coming to my island because so her island is in winter right now, but mine is in summer. So I have a bunch of like fish and bugs that she doesn't have on her island at the moment, and she's trying to 100% her museum. So Mama Rain's gonna come join us for like half an hour. I'll let her know that the airport's open. She's kind of like, I would say we could go visit her island, but she's just like a little bit embarrassed about it because it's like it's still early on, and so she doesn't think it looks very good right now. So when she's a little bit more confident in her island, we'll go visit hers. Airport is open. Hi, Gold. I'm getting connected to the internet so that my mom can come play on my island. She can see all the work that I've done. There's only one winter fish that I need to catch, and it's the string fish, and it's the hardest fish to catch. Ugh. I don't know what my mom is missing at this point on her list. I set her up with this, like, app on her phone that like helps her track all of her like Animal Crossing stuff, so that way she doesn't constantly ask me questions like, do I have this? Do I have this? How do I check this? Do I know if I have this? It's like I found her an app to be able to check that stuff on her own. So that way she doesn't have to rely on me. Alright, she'll be here probably in a couple minutes. Both of my squirrels are hanging out in the plaza right now. Freya is cleaning up in front of the shop. We can start moving houses tomorrow. It's called Planner for Animal Crossing New Horizons. However, I do have the Animal Crossing Guide app on my phone as well. I have both of them. So I have that one that you mentioned, but I have a different one that's called Planner for Animal Crossing. That's for AC:NH. That's the one I have her set on because it's a lot easier for her to use. Do they do a Valentine's Day event in Animal Crossing? Because I know they do for other holidays. So your villagers will send you Valentines. Like you'll get letters in the mail, like as with like little like things from your villagers. But that's kind of it, from what I remember. Are you a clone of your mom? I am not. I am not a clone of my mom. Actually, I look more like my dad, which sucks actually, because so like my mom is Hispanic, but my dad is white, and so like people don't believe me when I tell them that I am Hispanic because I am white presenting dude dad, which just makes everybody so confused. They're like, no, you're not. You're too pale. It's like, but I'm not. I can be pale and also have Hispanic parents. Fuck you. I think you can buy heart chocolates to give to villagers, but I could remember. I know you can get those, yeah. The only people who send me stuff on Valentine's Day. I probably should order some Valentines for my stuff. I remember you saying that you used to have a Hispanic accent. I don't really. It depends on how I'm talking. People have told me that they can hear it if I get like really super like, if I start talking really fast or if I'm like getting really kind of passionate about it or anything. It's like I've been told that my voice will change depending upon what I'm doing, because my mom is Southern Hispanic, so I like move around between accents, and it sucks. Got a Southern accent, actually. I don't know. I've been told I have everything from Valley Girl to Southern to Hispanic to just white. I don't know. I've been told I kind of have like a mix of everything, which makes it really frustrating, actually, because it's like it feels like I'm like somehow like losing my identity because I can't figure out what like my own accent is. I'm gonna dig up some of these flowers and put them over there. How many I need? I think I need 6. Send me your address and your SSN. Don't you do that. Let's not do that. Oh, shoot. Oh, and I can't plant this without that in my hand, huh? Oh, no, I can. What is happening in the chat right now? Trying to get away with it because there's no mods right here right now. I don't know where Husky went. I think he was like, I think he went to bed. I think Husky went to bed. Real Valentine's Day stuff is happening. That is a lot of red roses. I feel like I should have put it there. It's fine. I can always move them later. I can always move them later. I just want to like vision. Oh, there's mom. Here's my mom. Midsummer Mama. Mama Rain. Coming from Cherrywood. Actually, another reason why she really wanted to restart her island was because she realized that she couldn't rename herself in the game. And she wanted to rename herself to Mama Rain. And she didn't know how to do that, and so she was already like unsatisfied with her island. She didn't like her villagers, and then she couldn't change her name. And so she was just like, I'm just gonna reset the island. So oh, she's wearing her kimono. there's like a rule now. Like there's been like an unspoken rule between my mom and I that anytime that we visit each other's islands, we have to wear a kimono. It's like a visiting kimono. Like we're all formal. We're all formal heading out to see each other's islands. Even though half the time we're only on each other's islands for like a couple of minutes, dropping stuff off and then leaving. I have. I do. Once back in middle school, I made a whole heart-shaped chocolate cake for a girl I liked as a way to ask her out, and she rejected me and then proceeded to give the cake to her. No! That's awful. I feel like the most extensive, like, Valentine's Day present I've ever made for somebody was like, I had a boyfriend in high school that I made this jar. I got like a mason jar and I filled it with paper stars and Skittles because I picked a jar that was too big, and so I filled the bottom half of it with Skittles and then the rest of it was paper stars. And on the inside of those paper stars, I had written reasons why I liked him. So I, like, every single one of the stars had a handwritten, like, reason as to why I liked him in it, and then I'd fold up the stars and I place it into the jar. And I gave that to him for Valentine's Day. That's so lame, but really cute. I know, I was like 16. Maybe, no, actually I might have been 15. I was like 15 or 16. I know it's lame, but I thought it was cute. I don't think he did, if I remember right. I don't remember. At this point, I don't remember because it's been so long. Like, I know he got me something, but it wasn't like that. So, I'm trying to tell her. So much work. But no, I don't think he did. I know he gave me something, but like I don't think it was anything like that, I guess. I remember feeling like horribly embarrassed about giving them to him. Like I remember like I didn't know what to do. Like I handed them to him and I think I tried to tell him what it was, but I remember getting like really super like freaked out and embarrassed because I thought it was like really lame and embarrassing. I think my first Valentine's Day with him too. Cause I dated him for 2.5 years. As an adult, you should do it again. I'm not dating anybody. I haven't... Oh my god, when was the last time I went on a date? I don't think I've been on a date since high school, now that I think about it. I don't think I've been on a date since high school. Oh, I'm so lame. Have you not had a partner since high school? Nope. Well, I I like briefly dated somebody like during COVID, but like during COVID, and so like I didn't really like have any proper dates with him. Why not? I'm just not looking, I guess. I don't know. It's not that I like don't want to date people or anything. It's just that I just haven't found a guy that I guess interests me. I don't know. Kind of hard to like describe. It's kind of hard to describe. It's just I haven't found my person yet. Mom says hi. Force your friends to take you out on friend dates. at gunpoint if need be. No, that's mom. That is my mom. She's downstairs in the living room. I don't know where she went. Oh my god. I've lost my mom. Okay. Help. I'm a lost child. Where's my mother? There she is. My mom is downstairs in the living room. Most likely. She's either downstairs in the living room or she is in her room. She is lost in the bushes. Put your mom on Steam. What? She's hiding from the stream. My mom does not want to talk on stream. Because I mentioned it to her. I mentioned it to her before, and she is very self-conscious and does not want to speak on stream. Oh, the yellow brick road. Yeah, a little bit. The yellow brick road's not done yet. But no, yeah, that's my mom. She's downstairs. Probably torturing my dad with more Animal Crossing. My poor dad. I'm pretty sure that he is so annoyed with the two of us. Yellow Brick Road to... nowhere. Don't forget to follow Mama Rain's Twitch channel. She doesn't have a Twitch channel. I honestly thought that Mom was gonna be really weird, like weirded out that she is referred to as Mama Rain, but she has like genuinely embraced it. There she is. Freya. She keeps running away. Still got, she's looking around and trying to figure out what everything is. Ah! Still moving stuff. Ack. My controller is spiting me. Still moving houses. That's my mom's favorite reaction, is the little flowers. She's looking around at the carnage of the old like setup. Don't look at it, Mom. I know it's bad. It's messy, and I promise I'm going to get rid of it. She's looking at it. Okay, so for context, my mom hasn't been on the island since I started re-terraforming it. So the last time that she saw it, it had, do I have a map of it actually? I think I probably do, but it would probably kick her out. The last time that she saw the island was before I started terraforming everything. So she hasn't had a chance to actually like look around and explore the new island setup yet. She's probably gonna notice that there's no way up to my house soon. Or she's gonna yell at me about my fossils again. She constantly complains that I don't get my fossils out of the ground. No. No fossils. Wish I could type faster. There we go. Oh, she's trying to figure out how to get up. She wants to go up there, but she doesn't know how to get up there. Wheat. Oh, come over here. That's right. She was trying to do a bunch of the recipes that she found, but she doesn't have any wheat starts. I'm gonna let her take mine. I'll let her take some of these. Because I have, like, the other ones in the garden still. Ah! Like, I have a different garden off to the side. Take these. One. Ah. I have so many black roses over here. Oh my gosh. No, no, no. No, no. Whole plant. Oh gosh. Whole plant. Whole plant. Won't grow. It's not gonna grow if it's not a start. What'd she say? I'll plant these. Won't work. You can't plant the wheat, from what I understand. I'm pretty sure that you have to have wheat from starts. Hello, thank you! Oh my god, she's complaining I got the fossils again. I am playing Animal Crossing with my mother. My like legitimate mother is downstairs in my living room right now, yelling at me about fossils right now. Because I don't dig up my fossils because I've been busy, and so she's making fun of me about it. She needs the starts. Go. Ah. Go. Get. Plant. Go get plants. Won't grow. I have to like speak in like broken English because I only have so much space to write messages. Won't grow. Get back here. Mother. Oh god, where'd she go? I will check my mail. Actually, I won't check my mail. I'll check my mail later. Good girl. Okay. I have more, so she can take them. It's fine. These ones she can take. The ones that are in like the community garden kind of area over off to the side, those ones she can't take because those ones I like need to have just so that I know that I have enough of them. These were just kind of the extra ones that ended up becoming like my personal garden patch, but it's going to be moved anyway, so I'd rather her have them than me not have anywhere to place them. I'll probably have to tell her that in person, or maybe text her. However, I think I am going to end the stream soon, though, so that I can go to bed. So I'm probably gonna have to kick her off the island soon. I have to tell her, hey, I'm going to bed, Mom. My mom is also a massive night owl, so like she's kind of used to being up this late. Oh, where is she going? But don't run through my flowers. You know better than that. Like the pink ones? Well, oh, I know why these haven't grown. It's because I didn't water them. I have all my specialty hybrids over here. And a bunch of pansies that I need to move because I don't want the pansies. What I really want, actually, is I want a bunch of green. Because I really like mums in general. Like, roses are nice and all, but I don't know what it is. I really like mums. Like, genuinely. I really like, I just think they look fluffy and soft and pretty. And so, like, I like mums, even though everybody else, like, lords over roses. Like, I want mums, personally. Still working. Making progress. Ah. Alright, I think we're going to head out for the night so I can get some sleep. I am planning to be here tomorrow. I need to work on the schedule. I'm gonna try to work on the schedule now. I want to have it posted by tomorrow night. Because I need to get streaming schedules dealt with. If I don't, never gonna do it. So I need to have it out by tomorrow. I am going to probably text Mom really quick and tell her I'm ending stream, so if I don't move, that's why. Alrighty. I am planning to be back tomorrow. I hope you guys have a good night, good day, good morning, whatever it is for you. I'm rubbing at my eyes. Oh my god. Ugh. I will see you guys at a later time. I'm not totally sure what time I'm going to be around tomorrow. Just keep an eye out for that schedule. It's going to be like kind of like a no announcement, last minute kind of stream. Kind of like not sure exactly when I'm going to do it. Because I have my meeting in the morning and then I want to get that schedule out. So, oh, Mom's gonna say bye. Or she's gonna at least, like, leave. We'll get to see Mom leave, and then tonight. I hope you guys have a good night, good day, good morning. Whatever it is for you, I will see you guys later. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.